in that sense in order to make his feelings heard to America.
Well, with me is Shehata from BBC Arabic. Saeed, what is the significance of King Abdullah's visit to Washington?
For an American president to stand along an Arab leader and to voice criticism and reservation of Israeli operation inside Gaza in itself is significant for the Arab world. In addition to that, it's the first meeting between the American president and Arab leader since the war started in October. And because the American president is under immense pressure from the Arab American voters and Muslim American voters because of his support for Israel, and they think that his stand on Palestinians is not that good enough. So President Biden used the meeting in order to express his sympathy with the Palestinians when he said, like, every innocent life lost is a tragedy, like in Israel. So in Israel, like Palestinians. So he made both of them on the same footing. At the same time, he said, like, any operation or any ground operation inside Gaza shouldn't go ahead unless there is a credible and executable plan in order to protect civilians. So he used the opportunity in order to express his support for the Palestinian innocent people, but he stands short from calling for a ceasefire. On the other hand, like King Abdullah called for a lasting ceasefire, and he said war must end because of the tragedy. More than 28,000 people killed since October, in addition to more than 67,000 people injured. And what's happening in Rafah and other areas in Gaza is disastrous.
But despite the significance of that meeting with King Abdullah, Israeli preparations for the offensive in Rafah continue.
Unfortunately, Mr. Netanyahu, the Israeli Prime Minister, repeated that victory within reach. So we need to carry on the ground operations. So his defiance for all the appeals from international organizations, from American, from the Arabs, from even like Egypt, they have close like relationship and the peace treaty between them. But the tension on the border, especially Philadelphia corridor, and Egypt deployed some tanks across the border. But at the same time, Mr. William Burns in Egypt today, in order to activate and push for the deal between the Israeli and Hamas in order to pause in fighting for 6 weeks. Within that, releasing the hostages, and it might paves the way for negotiation and end the war. This is like Mr. Biden trying to push hard for that, so he sent the head of CIA in order to push for that. So there is a hope within that. Even there is preparation on the Israeli side to ground operation, and there is fear inside Rafah. There is people, eyewitnesses from Rafah saying that they are fear when they are sleeping, and how can they move, where do you go, and there is many warnings where they can go because there is nowhere safe in Gaza. Northern Gaza is almost destroyed, so where they can go to be protected and they find the food and all the needs.
Concerning time for people there. Saeed, thank you.